Hey guys, welcome on into another episode. Picks on Net, NHL picks and predictions. I'm your host, Terry Edelman at TE Picks on Twitter, ready to break down the Monday slate. 4 games to talk about today, and we will, of course, get to those games very shortly. We will start by taking a look back at Saturday. Yesterday, 1-0 day for me. Dylan Holloway over half an assist. Took his sweet time until the empty netter, but a nice winner overall there. And then I believe Saturday, pretty even day. Not starting off the best. Panarin didn't score. Jamie Benn didn't get an assist. Chicago St. Louis was a very low scoring game. All of a sudden, goals started coming, but unfortunately couldn't get the over 5.5. It finished 4-1. Cam Fowler did not get a point. The draw, free play that I gave out obviously on the show and on Capper Tech, the draw in Calgary, New York Islanders, cash plus 320. Capitals money line, a premium play cashed plus or minus 111. Alexi Protas got a point, plus 120 winner there. Ovechkin did not score. Patrick Laine did not score. Dylan Cousins got a point. Dorofeyev did not score. And then cashed the same game parlay with Celebrini and Will Smith, both over half a point to finish off the night. So overall, was in a bit of a losing streak there. But the last few days have been kind of even, moving slightly up. We're slowly moving in the right direction here. And we'll see if we can continue that here on today's slate. We'll jump into the chat and see what people are thinking, and then we'll start discussing today's games. Dun, 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 dun. Thank goodness the real contenders are starting to play like it's the playoffs. Yep, nothing better than playoff hockey. Smash that like button. Thank you, Subaru. And share. I appreciate it. Terry, ... Hello, Nicholas. How's it going? Comment. Yes, feel free to comment after the show. Comments help. Everything helps. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Afternoon, Terry. Great Sunday. Hopefully rolls into this week. Yeah, a very light Sunday for me. I just one play, but happy to have a winner. Carolina, Vegas, Ottawa, St. Louis, and Florida. Understand what time of the season it is right now. All right. What about, I don't know about Ottawa. They're kind of, yeah, well, we'll see. Good day, Terry. Finally, I had a profitable day yesterday. Yeah, I feel you, Captain Bry. It's been a rough, and me and Captain Bry really agree. We kind of cap games the same way. So I feel ya. Greetings, Terry. Thanks, Subaru. Winnipeg, Toronto, and Dallas are struggling at the wrong time. Yes, for sure. I'm so upset to see Winnipeg struggling right now. I can't sleep at night. No, I'm kidding. I'm not sad at all. I'm kidding. I know. We're climbing out of last week's hole. That's the plan. Good day, Terry. Here to share our collective sad seasons for our teams. Your guys seem to be clinging to the playoffs better than mine. Yeah, it's a really rough season obviously for the Wild. We've been injured all year long. And then the Canucks, I'm not going to totally say that the season for the Canucks is all because of Miller and Pettersson, but when you have that kind of situation in the locker room, it really doesn't help. So luckily the Canucks are not out of it yet. They're not out of it yet, but the St. Louis Blues are a problem right now. That's for sure. Byfield and Hurdle have been printing money, goal scorers at home. But I believe Thomas Hurdle may be hurt now. He may be hurt. Yo, Terry. Hey, Robert. Goalie fight was lame. Screw the referees. I have to say it right now. And you know what? No, not screw. Fuck the referees. Let the goalies fight. I know. The NHL doesn't want to see it, but every single person watching the game wants to see the goalies fight. Let them fight. A few years ago, Marc-Andre Fleury versus Jordan Binnington, that would have been an epic fight. But no, the referees have to get involved. So I wouldn't even consider it a fight. It wasn't able to be one yet. I was going to mow, but the show started. My wife can be mad at you. Oh, great. Yeah, just blame it on me. Blame it on me. It's okay. The gift that keeps on giving plays today. Nick probably fading Columbus and taking the Islanders. That would be my guess. Minnesota's fine as long as Kirill is set to return before the playoffs. We'll look at the standings in a few minutes or in a few seconds here. Blues and their player props have been the gift that keeps on giving. Yuck. Gustafsson regaining his fine form again. Love to see it. Good morning, Terry. Money Making Monday. Let's go. That is the plan. And yeah, let them go. Let them fight. If the goalies want to fight, let them fight. That's their decision. If they get hurt, that's their decision. You think the you think the NHL would want to boost ratings? I guarantee you a goalie fight is going to boost ratings. I guarantee you. There's some brutal injuries. Yeah. A lot of injuries this year. But before we start the show, we are going to take a look at the standings in the NHL right now. Florida in first with 89 points. Toronto in second with 87. Tampa Bay 2 points behind with 85. Look at their goal differential for the Lightning, plus 54, and the Leafs plus 16. Now, I know people hate goal differential, but obviously it is something to look at. So the Washington Capitals currently in the top spot in the NHL, thanks to Winnipeg. But the Caps, 102 points, Carolina 90. 10 points behind is the Devils with 80. So what a difference we have here in the Metro compared to the Atlantic is so close. Here in the Metro, not close whatsoever. Ottawa in the top wildcard spot with 79. Montreal in the second spot with 75. The Rangers, 1 point behind with 74, but they played 2 more games than all the teams around them. The Islanders, 2 points out, no games in hand over Montreal. Columbus, 71 points. Obviously, New York, Columbus is an incredibly important game today. Detroit was 70. Boston was 69. Pittsburgh was 69. And the bottom 2 of the Eastern Conference. In the West, Winnipeg in first with 100. In the Central, Dallas in second with 92. Colorado Avalanche with 89. Vegas in first with 92 in the Pacific. LA and Edmonton both tied with 87 here. In the wild card spots, Minnesota with 85. 4 points ahead of St. Louis with 2 games in hand as well over the Blues. But the Wild have a very tough schedule coming here. And I would not be shocked to potentially see the Blues somehow pass the Wild here coming up, which is exactly not what I want because the bottom wildcard team is going to have to face the Central. I would much rather have the Wild in the Pacific for the playoffs, but we'll see what happens. Calgary was 77, Vancouver was 76, and the Utah Hockey Club was 75. All 4 points behind, or Calgary's 4 points behind. So St. Louis is moving on up. Of course, the teams behind them here have games in hand, which could come in handy. Anaheim, Seattle, Nashville, and then the bottom 2 of the Western Conference, both eliminated from playoff contention. If you guys like the show, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you're new. Appreciate all the support. And we'll quickly jump into the chat here, and then we will get to the first game. Kaprizov plus Ek back in the playoffs equals beat Vegas. As I just said, it is very possible that the Wild, your St. Louis Blues that you love so much, Nick, could be an issue with that. That's for sure. Landeskog is coming back. Yeah, he's been definitely in practice, so could eventually be back. Terry, let's have a week. That's the plan. It's a rare, fun day when you get Terry talking obscenities. I totally LOL'd. Yeah, not usually something I do, but sometimes it needs to be said. What's up, Terry? Does today's schedule seem like all the favorites win today? ? Well, it's a tough day to bet sides. Unless obviously if you like dogs, it's a great day to bet sides. But when it comes to favorites, There's always got to be one. There's always got to be one that kind of upsets, but we'll get into the slate here very, very shortly. Caps President's Trophy curse. Yeah, if they finish in first. Winnipeg is no longer a threat to be feared in round one. They never were. Now, I shouldn't necessarily say that, but the Winnipeg Jets, kind of like the Wild, unfortunately, have an issue in the playoffs. Great regular season team. We've seen Hellebuck just completely fall apart in the playoffs. So I don't know if Winnipeg is a threat or was a threat even when they were playing so well, because they're just a regular season team. But if Hellebuck can get it together in the playoffs, then look out. Look out. Canucks. Yeah, we'll talk about them soon. I'm seeing a 5. I know. We'll talk about that soon as well. There's one dog that wins today. Wow. Okay. I kind of agree. I can't see 4 for 4, but we'll see. One dog has got to come through. Tomorrow's slate is fire. I'm sure tonight has some spots too. Yeah, we're going to get to it very, very soon. I don't have confidence in Landy's knee. His presence helps, but cartilage transplant surgery, no thank you. Yeah, whether or not he really plays a whole lot, that's to be seen. But yeah, just coming back, his presence is huge. All 4 games have one team with very strong head-to-head records. Okay. Horvat and Holmstrom point parlay. I've had so much luck with point parlays. I can't talk you off that, and we're going to get to it in just a second. Hey, Terry. Hey, Edison. How's it going? Hellebuck isn't a concern anymore. It's their inability to score and dominate a game. True, but in the playoffs, it's hard to dominate a game. In the playoffs, it's defense and goaltending wins, but and special teams. But we'll discuss that another time. Moving into the slate here. The first game, we've got the Columbus Blue Jackets plus 110 road dogs. The Islanders minus 130 home favorites. Total 6 here. Minus 110 for the under, minus 110 for the over here in this game. And we'll start with goalies. Elvis Merzlikins confirmed for the Jackets. Ilya Sorokin confirmed for the Islanders. And these two teams kind of going in different directions right now. The Columbus Blue Jackets were actually playing during our last show, or on the show for Saturday, on Friday night. And finally, they scored some goals. They scored 3 goals, but unfortunately still lost 6-3. The Islanders had their 3-game win streak snapped, but lost in overtime, cashing the draw for us there in the last game. The Islanders have gone to overtime in back-to-back games. Columbus, obviously, they lost to 6-3 to Pittsburgh in their last game, but a 1-0 overtime loss to Florida in the game before that. Neither meeting between the teams this year has gone to overtime. The home team has won both 2-0 Columbus in Columbus and 3-1 Islanders in New York. The way I look at this game here is I couldn't take the Columbus Blue Jackets right now. I think they're just finding ways to lose games. They were just so hot earlier on in the season. Yes, Sean Monahan's going to be making his debut or his return. Eric Branson as well. So Columbus getting a couple of guys back here. Maybe Monahan coming back will really boost the Blue Jackets to a win. And the Islanders on the other side, they're playing well right now. They're winning games, but minus 130, right near my cutoff point. I don't know if I want to risk 1.3 units on the Islanders right now. So ultimately no side play here for me. And then when I look at player props, both meetings this year have been low scoring, 2-0, 3-1. I think we could see a low scoring game here once again. So ultimately I'm not getting to any player props. Simon Holmstrom has been playing very well for the Islanders as well, Dobson and Horvat. So players to look at here for Columbus. Nobody's really all that consistent recently. So the only game I'm passing on today's slate is the first one we're talking about. But we'll move on here. Draw, plus 345, the Thailanders. I could see it. Columbus completely pooped the bed in 2 weeks. Yeah. And And it's not necessarily that they played awful. It's just finding ways to lose games and just not able to put the puck in the net. And then finally they do put the puck in the net, but they can't stop the puck. So it's just a tough time. Yep, you guessed correctly. Of course I did. The gift that keeps on giving is fading Columbus. I faded them in 4 straight and 7 of 9, and I've only lost one of those bets. Why stop now? Question mark. Islanders minus 135. Yeah. I obviously guessed it. Nick taking the Islanders, but I can see why. Monahan back tonight, yes. And that's another reason why I would maybe stay away from the Islanders too. I think getting Monahan back is really going to boost the morale with the Blue Jackets, and they're going to win eventually. Thought about Dobson, but I had better luck with 2-man per team. There you go. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Obviously, Holmstrom and Horvat are playing really well right now. I woke up liking the Islanders. I don't know who I am anymore. Yeah, I feel you. I lean with the Islanders, but I'm not risking 1.3 units on the Islanders. 2 goals, 1 assist, because I could see them losing in overtime. I could. Fantilli, 2 goals, 1 assist, 4 games versus the Isles. There we go. During this Columbus fade streak, I even bet on Pittsburgh, which should say a lot. That's like me betting on the Blackhawks. Nick betting Pittsburgh. Noah Dobson, anytime point. Not a bad price. Fantilli point. All right. Horvat, anytime goal, plus 155. 2 goals versus Elvis this season. 6 goals in 6 games this season versus Elvis. 12 goals total. Okay. Werenski, Fantilli, Marchenko haven't scored a point in days. I know. And that's the trouble, Max, with the Jackets right now. They can't put the puck in the net. Their offense just disappeared out of nowhere. Monahan centers the top line tonight. Yeah. That's going to be a big addition. Noah Dobson assist, plus 120. Not a bad look at all. Obviously, you can see what he's done in the screen here. Duclair anytime goal, 5 goals in 8 games for Elvis, plus 300. Nice price there. Johnson point I like. All right. Yeah, he was really good for us before. Robert also likes him. He likes him to score. I don't have the stats. New York Islanders is more successful with Duke in the lineup. Okay. I believe Werenski breaks out of his funk. He had 8 shots last game. Yeah, wow. It would be nice to see it, but Oliver and JVR veterans trying to carry this team. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. Islanders 8-2 head-to-head. Columbus 1-8 in the last in New York. Islanders 5-0 last 5 head-to-head. Yeah, they've definitely had the advantage. Parlaying all 4 games tonight at under 6.5 for plus 480. Clenched ass cheek season. Goals are starting to get hard to come by. I can see that. My bad. Horvat 6 goals in 6 games versus Elvis. Okay. I can't type for the life of me. Hey, all good. It happens. Rich H, are you taking the Canucks tonight? Question mark. Over 5.5, minus 138. In this game. Undecided currently, Matthew, but I lean my team, which is a perfect segue into our next game, which is the Vancouver Canucks and the New Jersey Devils. Here in this one, the Vancouver Canucks plus 120, road dogs. The New Jersey Devils minus 140, home favorites. Total of 5. Yes, 5 here in this game. And this was supposed to be my premium play of the day, but I'm going to give it out. So anyone that buys my 1-day all access pass or any of my other passes, I'll extend it for an extra day because I won't have any premium plays today. I'm going to give them out all on today's show. So give me the over 5.5 here in this game. And now that you're getting 5, I would say take the over 5 at minus 125. So obviously looking at these two teams, I understand why the total is out of 5 based on what they've done throughout the whole season. But looking at these teams right now, Vancouver They've lost back-to-back games. They've gone over 5.5 in 6 of their last 7 games. They've been involved in a lot of high-scoring games recently. This Canucks team, I believe they've allowed 11 goals total over their last 2. So they have been giving up goals. Bear with me for a second. 9 goals, sorry. A 5-3 loss against the Rangers, 4-3 loss against St. Louis, 6-2 win against Winnipeg, the one under, which was 3-1 against Utah, and then 6-2 against Chicago in their last 5. They're scoring and giving up goals right now. The Devils, of course, they've been an under team all season long. They have gone over 5.5 in 5 of their last 9. So some overs, some unders. But looking at previous history between these two teams, we see very, very high scoring games. The last 7 meetings have all gone over 5.5. 6 of the last 7 meetings have all gone over 6.5. So usually when these two teams face each other, we see a ton of goals on both sides. Give me the over 5.5, which I locked in. I got for plus 120 or plus 122 on the over 5.5. As well, give me same game parlay here. You're going to hear me say same game parlay a lot over these next 3 games. But give me Quinn Hughes over 0.5 point parlayed with Nico Hischier over 0.5 point, which is plus 120 here in this game. Quinn Hughes, obviously a point 11 of his last 13 games, 4 of his last 6 against New Jersey. Did not get a point in the first game of the meeting between these teams this year. 6-0 New Jersey win earlier on this season. But I like him to get a point tonight here. And then Nico Hischier, 6-game point streak as well. Points in 4 of his last 5 against the Canucks. He's had success against the Canucks. So we'll take Hischier over 0.5 point, Quinn Hughes over 0.5 point for plus 120, and then the over 5.5. I know the over looks a little scary here, but I got to take it. I got to take it here. And I do love it even more at a 5. Very, very rare that we see a 5, but I think the over is the play here in this one. I moved big on New Jersey. Don't like that team, but Canucks are completely depleted, even in a must-win. All right. Hi, Terry. Hi, Black Panther. How's it going? Hughes Bowl. Yes, Hughes Bowl. I took one of the Hughes brothers. I didn't take Luke, but obviously I took Quinn, so we'll see what happens. Might see a Demko sighting. Yeah, that's what's being thrown around recently. He hasn't been good all year long, so to me, it doesn't really – I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but I like the over regardless of who's in net for the Devils or for the Canucks right now. And thank you for reminding me about goalies. I know Jacob Markstrom is confirmed here for the Devils, but nobody yet confirmed for the Canucks. Demko has not played, I believe, since February 8th. So who knows what we're going to see from him today. Parlaying both for a point, plus 181. Not a bad look. Not a bad look. Usually I bet the Hughes Bowl as well, but without Jack, it's, I don't know. Devils -1, lean over at 5. Wow, me and Nick agreeing. And me and Max disagreeing. Can't see many goals here. I know when you look at Canucks, Devils on their season as a whole, it's hard to see goals coming, but the way the Canucks are playing right now and the way these teams have played against each other in the past, I have to go with the over here. I'm praying the New Jersey and Vancouver both lose today. Well, good luck with that. Canucks team total over 2.5 plus 100. Oof. I like that. I do. I like that. Best or anytime goal plus 200. A good luck. He scored in 3 games in a row. He's heating up right now for the Canucks. This game will end the playoff hopes for Vancouver. It's over. All right. We'll see. First period under, third period over. That's the Devils equation. All right. I hate first period unders when I'm on an over, but Whatever happens. I'll take it. Quinn Hughes, Bratt, Heishier point, same game parlay. I like it. I don't. The reason I like Jesper Bratt, of course, you guys know I've been on Jesper Bratt assist a lot, but unless they're on the same line, I'd be a little bit worried. Obviously, you'd probably need a power play for them both to get a point off the same goal. So, but not a bad look, especially if you like goals in the game like I do, then not bad. Luke Hughes 2 assists last game. All right, so maybe he's going to start heating up. Vancouver to cover +1.5. Parkway piece. All right. Possible Hughes and Hughes point parlay ladder. Okay. Markstrom last 4 starts, lost 5-3, won 5-3, lost 6-1, lost 4-3. I love to see that. Love to see that. What do all 4 of those games have in common? Well, they're all way over 5, that's for sure. So I like to see it. Both goalies have, no matter who starts for Vancouver, they've been shaky recently, and then Markstrom has been shaky as well. So I love to see it here. Bratt, Heishier, Quinn Hughes, point parlay +169. All right. So people like that. Terry, I like that point parlay. I will tail. Awesome. Markstrom versus Demko goalie battle. Canuck versus Canuck. Yeah, that's true, but obviously it's been a while since Markstrom's been with the Canucks. I'm seeing Lankinen. Well, I have not seen officially, but sadly, New Jersey smacking my Canucks, winning 8 of the last 10 head-to-head. Yeah. But most of those games, I believe, Jack Hughes played in. And both of these teams coming in, they both lost back-to-back. Like, both these teams are kind of really similar. So I could see the draw here in this one. Under 5.5, -168. Wow. Yeah. Yuck. That's all I have to say. Lankinen showing I'm playing too much in recent starts, which is why they might go to Demko, who hasn't played in almost 2 months. I would like to see that. Draw first period. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Taking the draw in the first period. +150. I like that. Give me 1-1 or 2-2, and I'll be really happy. Talkett burned Lankinen out. Yeah, terrible roster management, maybe, but when you're really trying to make the playoffs, you kind of got to go with the hot hand. When you're fighting for your life in the playoff race, you kind of got to go with the hot hand. So I get that, but yeah, you can't run them into the ground either. So DeBrusk assist +250. All right. Devils are 11-2 under in the first in the last 13, both overs with Markstrom and net. Okay. Yeah, I know Devils trend more towards the under, but this line is so heavy to the under. Yeah, well, so was the Canucks last game. What was it, Canucks and Blues? I believe the over was like +125 for the over. And it didn't look like it was going to cash, but it got there. So the nice first period draw. All right. This is like the biggest game of the season so far for Markstrom, being an ex-Canuck who was abandoned. Maybe. New Jersey Devils choked in previous Markstrom versus former team Calgary. All right. Talkett may have burned him out, but Silva's play 2-6-1 did not leave him much option. Exactly, I agree. I totally agree there in that one. But on to our next game. We've got the Minnesota Wild +175 road dogs. The Dallas Stars -210 home favorites. A total of 5.5 here in this one. Surprise, but there's no surprise at all. Philip Gustafson confirmed for the Wild. Jake Oettinger confirmed for Dallas. Gustafson, over his last 3 games, he has a 0.67 goals against average and a .976 save percentage. Of course, those numbers are absolutely, I don't want to say perfect, but basically perfect. Obviously, it's going to be much tougher here facing the Dallas Stars. But the Dallas Stars not exactly playing well right now. overall. They've gone to overtime in 4 games in a row. So the 4-3 overtime loss to Colorado, 4-3 overtime win against Anaheim, 3-2 shootout loss to Tampa Bay, 3-2 overtime win against Philly. So going to overtime in 4 consecutive games and alternating wins, losses, this would be their game for a loss if they were to continue alternating wins, losses here. The Wild, 3-1 win against LA, 4-0 win against the Kraken, and 4-1 win against the Sabres. So obviously Buffalo and Seattle, not anywhere close to the level of the Dallas Stars. The Kings have had a pretty good season overall. When I look at this game here, obviously I'm not backing the Stars, but if you wanted to back the Stars, you'd have to take them in regulation or on the puck line. And the way Philip Gustafsson is playing right now, I don't want to step in front of him. Ultimately, in this game, another same game parlay. I told you guys, same game parlays today. Give me Matt Boldy over 0.5 point and Matt Duchene over 0.5 point. Duchene 0.7 of his last 8 games. Matt Boldy 3 consecutive games. Boldy has looked really, really good the last few games. Back-to-back multiple point games. Boldy a streaky guy for sure, and he's looked really good the last few games. Obviously, a big reason why the Wild have won the last few games. I don't think the Stars should be this big of favorites here at minus 210. I don't think the Wild are I don't want to say that much worse than them, but I don't think this game is quite priced correctly. But the Wild are still injured, and Jonas Brodin, who just returned for a game, is now day-to-day again. So maybe came back a little bit too soon. So he won't play tonight. That's another loss for the Wild injury-wise. So I don't know what to do here if I was betting the side. I don't know. But Matt Boldy over 0.5 point and Matt Duchene over 0.5 point here in this game. Markstrom goal takes me off the first period under. All right. I hope there's, obviously I'm on the over. I hope there's goals early and often. There was so much Calgary between Vancouver and New Jersey for Markey, not a factor. Yeah, I agree. Ryan Suter, Matt Dumba Bowl. Except Ryan Suter is with St. Louis now, Robert. Come on now. This is the dog of the day, Wild, plus 185 for me. What have the Stars done lately to be laying minus 210? Well, I agree that they shouldn't be minus 210, but the Stars have been a tricky team for the Wild. Now, I said that in the last meeting, and the Wild won 3-2 in Dallas in overtime. So obviously the road team has won both games this year. 2-1 Dallas in Minnesota, 3-2 Wild in Dallas. You guys know who I want to win, but I can't get involved with the side here. I just can't. Wild plus 1.5. Stars haven't been able to put teams away at home lately. I could see that. What is Wild plus 1.5? Minus 150. It's out of my range, but yeah, I could see it. I could see overtime here, even though I'd rather not, but it is what it is. And yeah, Robert, all over the draw. Why not? Plus 340. Not a bad look. Maybe dog and draw split. Yeah, I could see that. Terry Nader. Hey, Pesky Sloth, how's it going? Salute, Terry. Let's cash. Yes, let's cash. A marquee first shot, first goal, first period would be brilliant. I'm not jinxing my goalie, am I? I don't know. Dallas looks lost since getting Rantanen. Avs haven't missed a step. Same with Canes. Yeah, I was talking with the Robinson brothers, who are obviously on the Ice Guys a lot, and Matt's kind of saying not literally looking into that too much with the Rantanen thing. A lot of people saying Rantanen's locker room poison. And I don't know if you can really say that. There needs to be more evidence. Ryan Suter, he was locker room poison, and there's evidence to point that, but there's not really evidence to say Rantanen's poison, so I wouldn't be saying that unless there's some evidence to point that, besides the play of the Stars. Boldy plus 180 anytime goal. All right. Stop Geo coming on in. Hey, Stop Geo, how's it going? Zuccarello, AT. Anytime assists? Point is that shouldn't it be at minus 106, shouldn't it? Or assist. Okay, assist. And an anytime point for Harley. All right. The Wild just can't cut a break. Yeah, you're telling me. But still in a playoff spot somehow. A Gustav Nyquist assist is plus 400. Wow. Faber assist plus 250. All right. Terry the Profit Man, Irish King, how's it going? Islanders in reg. Wow, in reg. Wow. Okay. Zuki assist plus 175. All right. Dallas is 26-14 to the under after a win. Gus 1.83 goals against average versus Dallas, and Auditor 2.37 goals against average versus Mini. Interesting. I could see the under here. I could. Both games have gone under between these teams this year. Marchman anytime goal plus 310. The draw in Vancouver, New Jersey. I could see that. I was looking at Wild puck line plus 1.5, but too rich. Yeah, I get you. I agree. Minus 150 out of my range. But Terry, have you ever considered round robin the unders for games? I'm not suggesting tonight, but ... Not really a round robin. I've actually never done a round robin, so obviously I know what it is, but I've never, not really my thing. But hey, if you like it, go for it. Lankinen expected for Vancouver. Yeah, we'll have to see. Who's in net. Hartman anytime goal. Wasn't playing too bad. Didn't get anything the last game, but we could see him bouncing back. Final game of the night. We've got the Detroit Red Wings and the Utah Hockey Club. Oh, we'll go back here for a second for the last comment from Jonathan. Ben, 49 points in 57 games versus Minnesota for a plus 230 for an assist. Zuccarello, 23 points in 27 games versus Dallas, plus 155 for an assist. All right. Detroit, Utah. Detroit plus 140. Utah minus 165. Home favorites. A total of 6 here in this one. And I kind of wanted to look at Utah in some form here in this game. But the issue is that they are just way too big of favorites here in this game. These two teams are a lot more similar than the odds that we're getting here. Now, Detroit, they've lost back-to-back games 4-1 and 6-3. Utah's won back-to-back 5-2, 6-4. So the team's kind of going in a little bit of different directions here. Utah, as I said, they've scored 11 goals in back-to-back games against Buffalo and Tampa. So now facing Detroit here in this one. And I said it earlier, same game parlay. That's how we're doing things today. Give me Clayton Keller, Nick Schmaltz, and Logan Cooley, all over half a point in a same game parlay, which I got for plus 210. Plus 210 for the top line of the Utah HC, all to get a point. Keller, Schmaltz, both points in 7 of their last 9, both points in 4 games in a row against Detroit. Logan Cooley, a point in 4 games in a row. So basically, we're just going to take the top line for Utah, all to get a point for plus 210 at Bet365. That's how we're going to handle this game. Maybe Utah team total. Don't know what that would look like here. Bear with me for a second. On Bet365, minus 115 for the 3.5. I don't really love the price. Maybe if I can shop around and get closer to plus money, but I like the top line all to get a point, and we'll see what happens after that. Why did I feel like? Yes, okay. Hartman plus 300. All right. Whoa, John. Those are fighting words coming on in here saying that. No, I'm kidding. Stars put the smackdown on the Wild today. Wow. And they should. They're the healthy team. They should be playing a lot better than they are. Lean Utah -1, but pass. Dead Wings are not to be trusted at the moment. Yeah, I can agree with that. Over 6 all day. Yeah, I could see the over 6. As I said, Utah's been scoring a lot recently. Wings brutal back-to-back. Utah tonight and Avs tomorrow. Oof. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. Cooley, Gunther, Keller, point parlay plus 171. All right. Wheels are falling off for Detroit. Yeah, just no inconsistency. Fantastic same game parlay. Thank you. Captain Bry agrees. He's on the top line point parlay as well. Like to see it. Gunther plays in the power play 1 with Cooley and Keller. Yes. And Detroit's penalty kill is not good. That is true. Utah's power play hasn't been rolling, though, recently all that well from what I saw. So, and Detroit, I know their penalty kill is bad, but I don't think they give up a ton of power plays, if I'm correct. But Utah over 3.5 is plus 100 at Bet Online. That's better. I like that. Cooley anytime goal plus 200. I've seen others on that, so you're not alone. Detroit is 4-9 out of the 4 nations. 1-6 on the road. Only win was against the Wild. Well, darn. Too bad that the Wild have to be that one team that let them win. But yeah, not good. And that was on the second night of a back-to-back too. They faced the Wild the game before that. So Utah 8-1 in last 9 head-to-head. Wings on the road. No bueno. There we go. I like to see that. I don't like the price with Utah. Like I said, I wanted to back them today. I just don't like the -165 price for them. Gunther anytime goal. I'd love to see it. Rack up the points, Gunther, to get my season point total. Keep racking up the points. But OwnersBox Fantasy Sports, sign up, TE Picks. Link is in the description below. Sign up at OwnersBox for all of your fantasy needs. Premium plays, I don't want to say don't buy it, but I gave you all my plays today. So anybody that does buy a pass 1 day or 7 day or whatever, I will extend it for an extra day since I gave out all my plays for free on today's show. Make sure to hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the show. As well, hit the subscribe button if you are new. Appreciate all the support. To your point, Utah power play is 26 at home. Detroit penalty kill is 30th on the road. Yeah, I can see that. Larkin plus 160, anytime goal. Best of luck to everybody. Best of luck today, and we will see you guys tomorrow for a bigger Tuesday slate. I haven't looked at how many games, but I know it'll be bigger than today's 4-game slate. Utah in regulation, -105. You could go that way. But thanks for watching. Thanks, Terry. Cheers, Addison. Have a good one. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Best of luck.